Today in our 2013 Toyota Highlander, we're going to take a look at and also show you how to install the Westin SureGrip 6-inch wide running boards with custom installation kit. The part number is 27-6120-1855. Here's what our running boards are going to look like installed. As you can see, this is going to be a very nice clean look. These running boards, I think, are some of the closest aftermarket running boards to what factory look running boards are. They're going to be a 6-foot long board, 6 inches wide, and they've got a textured grip strip here which is 4.5 inches wide. This is going to give us superior footing whether it's rain, snow, mud, ice. We shouldn't have any issues getting in and out of the vehicle. Now on the outside here we've got a brushed nickel finish. Really accents, a lot of the alloy wheels now that are on cars, or the kind of the trim on the side. It really accents that nicely. We've got our caps on either end there to really clean up the look and prevent, any kind of hanging on clothing or anything like that. Gonna give us a nice wide area to step. It's gonna really make getting in and out of the vehicle much easier. Then when we get to our destination, they don't stick out so far that you can't just step over if you choose, or if you need to, they'll be there to allow you out safely. Also here in the back door, you can see it's going to come back plenty far enough, still gives us plenty of room, so if we need it to get in and out, we'll have that available. Now this application requires no drilling whatsoever. We're going to use pre-existing holes underneath the vehicle and the provided hardware to attach it, which makes it really, really nice. Now if you'd like to add a little bit of safety for nighttime situations and you want to get your running board even closer to that factory look, we do have a light kit available that you can mount right on the board. That part number is 27-6000. Now the first thing we need to do for our installation is get the black appearance strip put into position. It's going to fit right in a groove that runs along the bottom side of the running board here, all the way across. Now we didn't have any luck trying to snap it in, so what we recommend doing is just using a small Phillips screwdriver. You're going to take out the 3 screws. We've got 2 here in the bottom, and then 1 that's a little bit more on the side there. Get those popped out. Set those aside and then just slide that right off the end there. You can see the strip there, it's going to have that rounded edge. It's going to run the full length, and we're going to slide that right into that track we saw. And we just need to get that slid into position for now. We can adjust that forward and back once we get it up closer to fully installed. Then the cap's going to go back on. There's a little hook right here on this edge. That'll need to go around the edge of the running board, so it'll kind of be underneath our strip there. And we'll just bring it on in. Slide it in until it stops. Our 3 holes will be lined back up and we can replace our screws. All right, that'll take care of the pre-assembly on the running board. Let's get our brackets installed on the vehicle and we'll add this to it later. Now for the rear, we're going to use one of the 1/2-inch bolt style nut plates here. We also need to take our 3/8 by 1 3/4 bolt and we're going to thread it through one of the nut plates just till it comes down and stops like that. These are going to be our rear attachment points. We'll get those put in position. Now we're going to grab our rear bracket. It's going to be the one that has the larger flange that goes up top. You can see we want the downward leg to be on the left hand side of that, just like that. Nut plate will go through. You need a flat washer, lock washer, and nut on this side. That needs to go just underneath where this cap is. We'll pull that down and out of the way. You can pass that up and in, and then just gently tighten it down till it's about hand tight. It'll be good for now. Now we also want to pull down the rubber cap here a little bit further towards the inside. Now keep in mind, we're just in front of the rear tire here. It's going to be the first hole that's on the side frame or the side rail here, and then directly in from that we'll find that larger oblong hole. That's where we're going to put our 1/2-inch nut plate. Sit in there just like that. Now our rear bracket comes in, and now this needs to be facing towards the front of the vehicle. The arms that stick out need to be facing towards the front, and the passenger bracket is the smaller of the two. Place that up on there. Need a flat washer and lock washer. Then we'll also thread on our hex nut. Just like that. Now for the point where the two connect, we're going to take our 3/8 bolt and flat washer. Pass that through both brackets there. Then we'll add on another flat washer, then lock washer and nut. Now we're going to leave this a little bit loose here, but this one is very tough to get to after the fact. So it's a good idea to go ahead and get that torque down now. You'll find the appropriate torque specifications listed in your instructions, so just follow along with those to make sure you have the appropriate tension on all your bolts. All right, now let's move to the front and get that bracket in place. Now here in the front again, we're going to come back from the tire, and it's going to be the very first hole. There's going to be a little plug in it, so we'll take that plug out. And then we want to go in about 8 inches and forward about 4 inches, and we've got another one right here. So for the attachment point closer to the middle of the vehicle, we'll use another 3/8 bolt with a nut plate on it. Like that. Now for the forward attachment point, we've got our support bracket. We need to take one of the 3/4 inch 3/8 bolts. We want a flat washer on there, and a serrated lock washer on there. It's going to go right up through. Got another one of our nut plates. We just want to very gently or lightly start. Like that. And that's going to pass up in that hole. Now just to make it easier to kind of hold up, I'm going to put my bolt in the middle here first. Just like before, it's going to be the 1 3/4 by 3/8 bolt with a flat washer. Then on the back side will be a flat washer, lock washer, and nut. We'll bring the rear portion of our bracket up into place, and it gets the same hardware. Now just like before, this bolt again is going to be pretty impossible to get to after the running board's in place, so we want to get it torqued down. Now we've got our 5/16 square head bolts. We need to slide 2 of those in our inside track here and 2 of them on the outside track. Get them positioned just near the end of the board there. Now we're ready to raise it up into position. As we do, it can be a challenge with this strip on here. You kind of need to compress it and kind of roll the board down into position. But it certainly makes it look very nice once it's on there, so we certainly recommend using it. We just need to line those bolts up with the slots in our bracket there. Bring them down through like that. Then we'll loosely install the 5/16 flat washer and nylon lock nut. That'll keep our board from coming off there for any reason. And we'll be able to adjust it forward and back to get it right where we want it. And you see, I like to just kind of curl that strip outward. Bring it down around that bolt there. Just make sure we get our board even on both sides. And once we do, we'll start torquing down all of our bolts. All right, now you just want to repeat that exact same process for the other side. Your running boards will be ready for use. With everything torqued down properly, that's going to complete our installation of the Westin Sure Grip running boards. part number 27-6120-1855 on our 2013 Toyota Highlander.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at eTrailer.com.